Beloved sister, I have just returned from a journey on your behalf for the awakening of your beautiful drum. And what a drum it is. You ready? There she is. Yeah. Hi. We're in this together, aren't we? So the journey started by me being lifted up. I want to keep it up here so you can see. And taken high, high, high to a mountain. It felt like Tibet, way up in the Himalayas somewhere. And I was greeted by a smallish man dressed in furs. It was cold there. And we bowed to each other, and we started off on a journey. He showed me that he had a few things in his hands. One was a parchment and a bundle. And then he turned and walked as if to motion, follow me. And so we walked and walked and walked and walked and walked through snow, and at last he turned and stopped walking and turned to me and motioned me into the cave that's on your drum. And as I approached the cave and I entered it, was the most beautiful, brilliant light emanating from it. And I turned to go in, and I entered very slowly, knowing who was there, and just this amazing, translucent, luminous, beautiful light and feeling of pure, unconditional love. And it was Maharaji, and I was completely humbled in that presence of love. There was a message for you. It was something about a bell that you would know about, that Maharaji is in the sound of the bell. I don't know if that's a bell you add to your drum, or a bell you already have, or a bell you have a relationship already with Maharaji. But it was spoken over and over again so that I wouldn't forget to bring that back to you. That Maharaji is in the bell, the sound of the bell, and is always surrounding you and always with you. And I bowed and backed out to leave so as not to turn my back on that energy, that pure, pure love. And then followed the little man again as we walked and walked and walked and walked. And then I was riding atop my reindeer, and my cougar came on the side, and your puma was with, and they were side by side walking, and they walked out in front and were leading me and my guides, and we were in a processional, like a processional, and they were out front, just walking this regal, movement. We were following wherever they were leading us, and again, lots of walking and walking and walking and walking. And then off in the distance, straight ahead, all of a sudden I saw flame, this fire ahead, like a big bonfire that was lit for us. And we get to the fire, and behind the fire, your dragon. Huge wings behind the fire. And your dragon had lit the fire in your honor, and then asked that your drum, I was playing your drum, and there was the journey beat going, and your dragon took the drum with the journey beat still going into the fire, into the flames of the fire, and then it was lifted up, still playing itself in the fire, way up, and your dragon lifted up into the sky with your drum still playing, and then like a spark coming off of the fire, the drum, and then slowly came down like a spark, like a light, down, 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 and back into my hands, and I continued to play. It was so beautiful. I'd never seen anything like that before. The fire, your dragon's fire, played the drum, blessed the drum. Maharaji's pure unconditional love blessed the drum. Just the light shone through, blessed the drum, while your puma and mine were protecting and guiding and walking us through this process together. It was absolutely stunning, just amazing. And then we said goodbye to your dragon, and your dragon said, I am always with you, Sara, right there, along with Puma and Maharaji, all protecting and guiding you, And then I was taken to Wales, where I sat with your childhood willow tree. And your childhood willow tree, just the frequency and the energy was so, so sweet. And the spirit of your tree is still with you, still surrounding you, still guiding you. And all of these guardians and guides of yours were showing me what a pure spirit you are, what a kind and loving and gentle pure spirit you are, and how that radiates to them, recognized and reflected back. And that this tree here not only represents Wales as you asked it to, but that is your childhood willow wrapping around you and your work. And your guardians and your guides were making one request to you through this drum, your work in the world, that you consider, it's an invitation, stepping out more with your voice, your work, your healing, your presencing, so that people can be touched by you in what you do, in how you move through the world with your journey work, with your shamanic work, with your healing work, with your speaking to people, counseling, loving people the way you do, because of the purity in your spirit, in your heart. It's exactly what is needed right now on this earth, in this plane, in this existence, in this frequency of consciousness. And they're requesting your presence be expressed more. And that's an invitation. So, that's everything that I received from them for you. It was very, very beautiful. The energy put into your drum by them was very powerful. Light and fire and protection and divine unconditional love and guidance, and that innocence of childhood held on to, which was really amazing. Something you don't know is that your drum mallet, the wood, actually came from Wales, and it is willow. It's a willow branch, And when you hold it, you hold the spirit of that childhood willow tree that you loved so much, that also loved you so very much and still does. Also, you'll see there's Celtic knotwork around your branch, and here are 3 citrines, and the light of the fire of your dragon and the light of Maharaji, and specifically Maharaji asked for citrine, that light, that brightness, that sunshine, that fire of spirit that is your beautiful pure heart be expressed on your drum mallet. So I didn't add a lot of adornment here because I didn't know if you wanted your hand on that willow, or I left it to you. You can add more if you like, but this is willow from your homeland, darling. So there you go. There's your drum mallet, which was blessed and awakened as well in your tree. Certainly came through. And now for your beautiful drum. Of course, you've seen photos of the hoop, and you've seen photos of your writing inside, and you'll see better. I know you've seen pictures, but it's so different when you get to see it when it comes to you. Yeah, I'm trying not to get light on it, but it's Maharaji. And I know the light originally was going to shine through, but Maharaji was like, no, subtle, and to not make it so, blasting through the tree like we originally talked about. It was more, it doesn't need to be that, because the energy of that unconditional love doesn't do that overtly. It just is through everything. And then, of course, your puma is well expressed in color, which is so fun to see. And then that beautiful dragon, and one of the fun parts about your dragon coming to life was that in the skin of the buffalo was already the smoke. I didn't have to add it, and you'll see it better when you get it. But the white, I didn't put that in there. That was in the skin of your buffalo, and it was just perfect coming off of the flame. That white was already in your skin. So that's what I was talking about, that this skin did some amazingly wonderful things in the coloration in and of itself. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the honor of bringing this drum to life for you, beautiful Sara, my sweet, sweet sister. And with this drum goes a piece of my heart forever out to you. And I do hope that we meet in person and that we're able to drum side by side somewhere along the path. It just seems inevitable to me. At some point we will meet somehow, for we are entwined and bonded for sure. If not just through this drum, certainly through spirit and soul. So, and now I will get your baby ready to go and off into the air to fly, to wing its way to you on the wings of your beautiful dragon, guiding and protecting all the way. So, and sweetheart, I'll also be sending the prayer stick along. These are my prayers tied on at the beginning and at the end. This was in all ceremonies, always with your drum through the whole process. And if you can find a place in nature to place this so that the prayers can continue on from where you are, that would be lovely. You can just go back to nature. All right, sweet thing. Here it comes. And with it, all my love. Again, thank you so much. My heart.